Come on, Zeke-ollege football fans. I am back for another video, and we're going to be discussing something that happened yesterday. Now, yesterday, the new reveal trailer for EA College Football 25 came out, and let's talk about it. So, first things first, a bunch of people are going to say that it looks like Madden. It's inevitable. Whenever something comes out, people are bound to hate it. Yes, it's going to look like Madden because it's a football game and it's on the newest generation. So yeah, it might look like Madden, but gameplay wise, it might be a little different. Um, Now, if you have not seen the reveal trailer, I would go watch that first. Come back to this video. Fingers crossed, please come back to this video. But watch the reveal trailer first because I'll be discussing some things that were in there, some things that weren't in there as well. So in terms of actual gameplay, uh, EA made a blog post. They didn't feature a lot of the gameplay in the actual trailer itself, but they made a supplementary blog post about it. Um, so some of the things that they mentioned in this blog post included the fact that they have players' ratings that will fluctuate throughout a game, which I actually really like that feature. Not everyone's going to be 100% every single game. There's going to be days where players have off games. This adds the authenticity, adds to the realism there. New in-game passing mechanics. That's going to be more similar to Madden's passing mechanics for the newest ones. So I believe that covers Madden 23 and Madden 24 with those new passing details. They also are adding what's known as a wear and tear system. So it says right here, manage your player's health, limit fatigue, assess risk of injury, and avoid on-field mistakes by using strategic substitutions to ensure your players are at their best when it counts. So basically what that's telling me is that there's going to be an emphasis on realism in terms of substitutions. You don't see players taking 20 snaps in a row. You see, you know, receivers getting subbed out, stuff like that. Uh, there's pre-snap recognition, so you'll get intel that you need so you can properly read the field. And then this is great for college football. It's a home field advantage. So more so than in the NFL, college football definitely has a huge advantage when you're playing at home. The student section, all the fans are there and getting involved. So that it says right here, the host team has a tangible gameplay advantage in every matchup. Test your squad's road game composure as you face various levels of distractions, and then it brings up stuff that you've seen in previous college football games: screen shaking, missing pre-play icons, moving play art. We've seen all of these before in the previous games. Now, what we've seen as well is more in the trailer is more in tune to this next point that they brought up in the blog post: iconic atmospheres. So we're seeing a lot of the pageantry and traditions. You saw, you know, Notre Dame and inside the locker room there, Florida and the Gatorhead in the locker room, Boston College and the Metal Eagle in their locker room. You saw Howard's Rock. You saw a bunch of locations and uh, some of the tradition that comes with college football. Um, Also, one thing that was interesting that I saw in the trailer was the existence of turnover chains. We saw Alabama with their turnover title belt, and I believe it was Pitt dunking a football through a basketball hoop as well. So you're gonna see those intricate little details, and it really adds a lot. The mascots are out there. I don't believe they announced mascot mashup. That might not be in this game, but it's still gonna be interesting nonetheless. You'll see the mascots. We got a good look at Bevo, Texas's mascot, um, as he was getting ready to run out on the field. Now, and another important thing to note, the commentary teams. There's going to be two commentary teams. It's going to be Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, and Reese Davis for a lot of the smaller games. And then Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler for some of the more marquee matchups. So that information has been out there for a little bit, but it's certainly going to be, fun to have two different commentary teams when your program becomes large enough. All of a sudden, you get the big marquee matchups, and it just means that little bit more. Now, in terms of game modes, I'm going to start off talking about Road to Glory mode. Um, this is what really got me into playing NCAA football. More than Dynasty mode when I was younger, I used to only play Road to Glory. It took me a while to start up a Dynasty of my own. But Road to Glory mode, it says, live the life of a student athlete with your created player and take home the Heisman as you build an unforgettable college legacy. You have to manage your weekly schedule, your GPA, and your image, and then earn coach trust to get more playing time, or use the transfer portal to get the time and glory you deserve. So that's huge. In previous games, you weren't able to use the transfer portal at all, and then your weekly schedule, GPA, and your image seems to lean more towards, I want to say, NCAA 11 had a feature similarly to that. The newer games sort of cut that feature out. Now, next up, Dynasty mode. Dynasty mode, it's classic. Create a coach, build a powerhouse program, establish coaching talent. So you actually got to pick your coordinators this time, which is much better than the previous games where they just had it assigned to you. You got to recruit talent, utilize the transfer portal, which, I mean, it makes sense that the transfer portal is going to be in this game, and ascend to the sports pantheon. Now, there's offline dynasties. There is also an online dynasty aspect where you can have up to 32 players in your online dynasty. So you can play online with your friends as well. Ultimate Team. There's going to be an Ultimate Team. It makes EA a lot of money, uh, but you don't have to play Ultimate Team if you don't like it. Uh, I'm probably not going to dabble too much into Ultimate Team, but if you want to, it's going to be there. Build your dream team of college football stars and legends so you get both current stars and former players. Solo challenges, head-to-head seasons, and then there will be formats like College Football Ultimate Team Champs and a Champs Gauntlet. So it's going to be very similar to Madden's Ultimate Team as well. And then there's a new mode, Road to the College Football Playoff. Experience a new way to play competitively and represent your favorite team in the road to the college football playoff. Climb the polls by upsetting the toughest opponents and make it to the playoff and vie for the national championship. That seems more like an online thing, uh, but should be interesting enough. Now, crossplay. Uh, there will be crossplay available for both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. It's not going to be available on PC. They just didn't deem it to be a big enough market for that. Um, Now you're gonna need an EA account for crossplay. Uh, also, well, I'll get into that a little bit later. And then there are certain modes that will be uh, supporting crossplay, so you can do Road to the College Football Playoff, Ultimate Team, and you can play against a friend. It doesn't say Online Dynasty supported through crossplay. Um, but I don't know if that's going to be patched or announced later. Uh, but the biggest bit of information came from this blog post, and really, it's the one that I'm most excited about, and that's the return of Team Builder. Uh, Team Builder website, it's going to be back. You get to design uniforms, helmets, fields, your own logo, and you can upload it, use them in Play Now and Dynasty mode as well. Right now, it can only be used in offline Play Now and private Dynasty modes, but you can also download community creations as well. There's going to be more information released about Team Builder. The game itself comes out on July 19th, but if you get the deluxe edition or the MVP bundle with Madden 25 as well, you can play the game 3 days early. So that's all the information that we have about this new game. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. And I'll be keeping you updated with more information on it as I learn more information. I'm a big time college football gamer. Hopefully, if there's enough interest, I might start up a little dynasty mode on this channel uh, to add some more content in there. So let me know if you're interested in that whatsoever. And just stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you all in the next episode.